in this Spanish bull ring, under the stars. And Honeyghan comes to work to defend his world title for the third time against Gene Mad Dog Hatcher of the United States. A man who only knows how to come forward. And Hatcher does indeed come forward, and they clash head on, as we thought they would. Jean Desvert, the Belgian referee, clearly in no mood to stand any nonsense early on. Well, everybody knows that Hatcher is the sort of fighter who comes to fight, but he's over. The first punch, Honeyghan's thrown, and Hatcher's all over the shop, and he may not get much further. What an amazing start. This man, Honeyghan, is really turning on the works as world champion. And if Hatcher survives this, it's a miracle. He's gone. He's absolutely out on the ropes. It's finished. There is no further fight. It's all over in about half a minute. And Hatcher isn't up yet. Honeyghan, in the Spanish bull ring, has applied the sword in the most dramatic way to Gene Hatcher. And that is not a good sight. Hatcher is not up yet. That is the most astonishing World Championship win in years. And it's been done by a British champion. Lloyd Honeyghan, 27 years old, in his 31st fight, and that's his 31st win. And there haven't been many more dramatic world title wins than that. Full marks to Honeyghan, but one feels disturbed for the welfare of 28-year-old Gene Hatcher. His father bending over his head. His father is his trainer. Mad scenes around Honeyghan. One would wish for a little more concern for the welfare of Hatcher. And he's still out. The first punch that Honeyghan threw got him, and he was a helpless target on the ropes from that moment. Well, these are the most astounding scenes. Honeyghan's third defence of that title. He stopped Johnny Bumpus in 2 rounds at Wembley in February. He appointed the tall Morris Blocker at the Armoured Hall in April. And now, an even more dramatic win than he achieved when he won the title over Don Curry last year. Hatcher, thank goodness, is conscious, but only just. Here we go again. This was the lightning strike of all times. Hatcher got the first blow in, came forward looking for him, got another one in, and that really was about all that Hatcher achieved in this fight, because the moment Honeyghan struck, it was over. Honeyghan, who came into the ring in a shimmering matador's cape, and he's done the matador's job here. Hatcher furiously intent on coming forward and making a fight of it. There was the first left. It was the left hook and then the swinging right hand. As Hatcher reeled away from the left hook, the big right got him. And it was a miracle, really, that he beat the count at that point. And meanwhile, Hatcher still being attended to by his father, by his manager, Dave Gorman, and by a doctor. Well, Hatcher had no further chance after that big right hand. He made such a brave start. There was the right swing again. That wasn't the finish of the fight, because the brave man actually got up almost instantaneously. And then there was the mandatory 8 count. And from that moment, Hatcher's fate was sealed, because Honeyghan was in storming mood, and he took him to the ropes. And there he went to work on him in grim and dramatic fashion. And Hatcher could do nothing about it. He was out on the ropes. He was unconscious, I think, round about this point. And the referee, to his credit, came in fast enough. In fact, Honeyghan, I think, realized that it was over and turned away. he didn't want to do anymore. And the best sign of all is that Hatcher has been propped up on a stool and seems to be reasonably okay at the moment. But it's too early to say. And Honeyghan goes to him to commiserate with him and to see how he is. So Hatcher has come all this way from the United States, former world light welterweight champion, and now destroyed in something like 30 seconds or maybe even less by Lloyd Honeyghan. Comes in to replace Greg Page, who pulled out of this promotion about a week